current Australian naval fleet is underpowered and with old, mediocre warships. We operate 7 old Anzac-class frigates, but for a frigate, these ships are mediocre at best. We also operate 3 newish Hobart-class destroyers. These destroyers are not all that powerful, operating significantly less vertical launch systems than the US, Chinese, and Japanese counterparts. In fact, both Spain and Norway, who also operate the same ship design, called them frigates rather than destroyers. So we operate a total of 10 surface combatants, with largely older and average ships. Comparatively, the United States has 78 powerful destroyers, along with various frigate-sized ships, and a few larger cruisers. The Japanese operate 8 very powerful destroyers, plus 35 light destroyers and frigates. Finally, China operates around 50 destroyers and 50 frigates. As you can see, our Navy is not prepared for combat. But over the last few years, the Australian government has actually done something good, which is invest in a large naval acquisition program. Australia intends to build and operate 9 Hunter-class frigates, but the number was reduced to 6 ships built. These ships are based on the British Type 26 frigate. Both the Canadian and Australian governments decided to use the British design for their future frigates. The Canadian Navy will operate 15 River-class frigates, the British will operate 8 Type 26 frigates, and Australia will operate 6 Hunter-class ships. The Hunter-class will have an 127mm main gun. It will have 32-cell vertical launch missile system for various types of missiles, but primarily anti-air weapons. For anti-ship purposes, it will have 2 quad-pack naval strike missiles. It will also have 2 twin torpedo launchers for anti-submarine purposes, and finally 2 30mm guns. There is a combat variant of the ship proposed, but not yet selected. It would see another 1 or 2 32-cell missile launchers packed into the multi-mission hangar, plus another 2 quad anti-ship missiles on the outside. This upgraded design would be significantly more powerful, but it would be a bit heavier and slower. Plus, the multi-mission hangar wouldn't be able to be used as well. But overall, I think this would be a good upgrade, as the ships would quickly become incredibly powerful warships going toe-to-toe with heavy destroyers. The ship will hold 1 helicopter. In terms of sensors, it has some of the best combat systems, radars, and a hull-mounted sonar capable of locating submarines and enemy warships. 1 ship is already under construction, and they will start entering service from 2032, and the 6th ship will enter service by 2042. The upgraded Mogami-class frigate is set to be the successor of the Anzac-class frigate. They are based on a Japanese design, but a name for the Australian class hasn't been confirmed yet. Australia will replace 8 Anzac-class frigates with 11 upgraded Mogami-class frigates. These ships were selected because of their proven design and a small crew size of around 100 crew. The ships will have an 127mm main gun, 2 triple-tube torpedo launchers, a 32-cell vertical launch missile system for anti-air purposes. The frigate will have strong radar technology and a towed sonar array, plus room for 1 helicopter. The first 3 upgraded Mogami ships will be built in Japan and exported to Australia. They will enter service from 2030 to 2032. The 4th ship will be built in Western Australia and will be commissioned around 2033, with the last around 2042. So by the mid-2040s, the entire frigate fleet of 6 Hunter-class heavy frigates and 11 upgraded Mogami-class light frigates will be operational. Plus our 3 Hobart-class destroyers, Australia will have 20 major surface combatants, double what we have today. Possible drone ships with missile capabilities will eventually begin development sometime in the future. The Hobart-class destroyers will be getting upgrades in the next few years, and they will serve until the late 2040s. A replacement program for the destroyers will begin in 2027, but construction of these ships will begin after the last of the Hunter-class ships are built, in the early 2040s. I would expect these ships to be much more powerful, heavy destroyers, possibly cruiser-sized, as Australia would already have a lot of lighter warships. In my opinion, the upgraded Hunter class with more missiles should be done, and the 11 Mogami class ships can be used as lighter multi-mission ships instead. The Navy lacks the ships with high VLS numbers and power, and a 64 cell missile ship could fit that gap in the fleet. Thanks for watching.